Hello! Welcome everyone to our plan with me today. We are going to be setting up our March accountability trackers together and our monthly March as well. I am so excited for this. It's going to be a month of green, I'm thinking, for Hey Grains, for our, of course, St. Patrick's Day green. So we're going to start off with the accountability trackers, and what I'm thinking is we do word of the month first. We're gonna highlight all the titles that we're doing. I like doing that. I just think it's add a little pop of color. So let's just dive right in. How are we all doing? Happy Friday, you guys. I also feel like the only frustrating part I'm going to be having is like, this is really the green highlighter I have. The other ones are like a version of green, but none of them are like quite green, if you know what I mean. So we'll be using some pens too along the way when it comes to those monthlies for coloring in. But that is honestly totally fine. We're just going to work with what we have here. So my word of the month is going to be create. I want to really tap into my creativity and focus on that a little more this month. I feel like February was a little bit of a tougher month in terms of my creative side. So I really want to hone in on that. Everyone was like sick too in February. So I'm excited to enter this new month. Hopefully everyone will be a little more healthy and we can all feel like our best selves. Birthdays to celebrate. I only have one, I think, at the moment. I want to double check though. I want to just flip back. Let me just flip back to the beginning of this planner. And also welcome if you guys are new here at Define. We are a small woman-owned business, and we are really specializing in products designed to help you navigate each day with purpose. I love doing these different types of lives just to connect with you guys, but also give inspiration and ideas for how we could set up our planners together. So next, you'll want to tap into those birthdays to celebrate. And so I only have one, which is on the 12th. And then for books to read, I'm reading The Wedding People by Allison Espach, and we are reading this for our Under the Umbrella book club. We meet once a month here on TikTok Live. Every other month, we have the author join us. This month, it is just us, so we will be discussing The Wedding People, which I'm really excited about. We started it last night on our reading sprints on here, and I'm hooked. I'm also I wanted to read some sort of memoir, like a little more of a lighter read, but just on someone, I don't know. I just heard that the Paris Hilton one was really good, and it actually was. So I started the Paris Hilton memoir. I don't know why I chose that one. I had heard good things is really the answer, and I knew it'd be a little lighter of a read, but it was also so heavy. I was like, whoa. And then movies and TV shows to watch. So I'm a big TV person, less of a movie person. I don't know if anyone's watched that new Hulu show, Paradise. I'm only on episode 1. I just finished episode 1 last night. I am obsessed. It's so good. I didn't know anything about it going into it, but the actors are amazing. It's a stacked cast, and I am just obsessed with it. So that is on Hulu. I also am trying to catch up on The Night Agent. There's a lot that just dropped, and it's so hard to keep up. I wish that they did The Night Agent and also The Rookie. They premiered originally around the same time, so it makes sense why their season 2 drop is at the same time. But it's really frustrating because they're very similar shows, and I want to watch them both, and I wish it was a little more spread out, but that's okay. So we have Paradise, The Night Agent, The Rookie, and really I think Summer House. And then I think Atlanta drops soon, which will be really exciting. Oh, I also wanted to check out that Denise Richards one. Okay, the plate is loaded right now. So I feel like that show could be really good. That premieres, I know, this upcoming week. I think it was like March 4th. And then what are you guys, as I'm going through these, I want to make sure that if there's anything that's catching your eye, anything that's on your mind when it comes to whatever, just let me know. Any suggestions that you guys have for any of these topics too? For the books to read too, like I haven't finished Onyx Storm yet. It's been like it's just like a long read that I haven't been ready for. But I'm thinking March might be the month, so I'm going to write it. I don't want to keep waiting. Okay. For podcasts to listen to, I really want to keep listening to Mel Robbins. I like the way she speaks. She speaks fast. It's really helpful, and I feel like you learn a lot from it, which I really like. And so I want to keep that for podcasts to listen to. I wanted to draw a cute little 4-leaf clover in here. I'm just trying to decide where. I think it's also confusing because if you look up like March Doodles, Hey Faith, you get a lot of 3-leaf clovers, which is interesting to me. Because isn't the whole thing 4-leaf? Like, I feel like that's just odd to me. So let me double check. I wanted to grab a different one. Okay, here's a better one. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to do that. Let's do it right over here. First, I'm just going to grab the black Sharpie pen. And we're just going to draw it right over here. I just wanted one. I don't know. I just am in the mood. So we're going to go. Just like that. And then we'll color it in green. Oh, this would actually probably be a good green for this. Okay. Just add a little bit of something here just to get us started. And then we'll do the fitness tracker. And for this one, I've really liked doing, instead of having these each be separate colors, I like doing the, like a symbol or an icon to represent it. I find that it's more convenient for just throughout the day when I'm picking it up. I am going to do it. So let's do it in the green pen though. So for this, we're going to do skiing. We're going to do skiing, walking, and the gym. So for skiing, we're just going to do an up arrow, or a little triangle because it gives mountain vibes. For walking, let's just do a circle. I like keeping it simple. I find I'm more likely to keep going with tracking it when it's in symbol, that it's easy to do. I don't have to have the right color. I find that that's a big helpful tip when it comes to how can I be more consistent with my fitness tracking. And then the gym, let's do like a little spiral. Okay, so what my plan is for this, hey Kat, is I already know 2 days this month I'm going skiing, so I'm just going to add those in right now. And so that's tomorrow. And it's also the following, I don't know if it's, okay, Yes, made it. I'm so excited for March. I can't remember if it's technically the 7th or the 8th I'm going skiing, so I'm actually not going to add that in yet because I don't want to have to undo it. Yeah, I can't remember. I want to say the 7th, but I'm not 100%, so we'll wait for that one. What is everyone's word of the month for March? There are so many different opportunities to add in your own word. And the reason we have you do this is because it gives you something to come back to. It helps with your intention and it helps clarify your goals for this month. I suggest with word of the month, aligning it with whatever goal, mindset shift you are trying to work on for the month ahead. That is my biggest tip when it comes to how do I create my word of the month. Well, what is it that you are really trying to get out of March? How can we elevate our mindset? What word can we come back to really make sure that we are growing and evolving? Renew would be a good word with spring on the way. Yes, renew. I like that word. I wanted to look up what would be. I wanted to. Let me look up an exact definition of renew too. In terms of, okay, so it would be like resume after an interruption. But I was taking it, it's interesting because that's why I looked it up. I wanted to know like what this is what I wanted. Give fresh life or strength. Revive. That's the definition I wanted to see. I love that idea. That's a good one for spring. I can't wait for spring. I can't believe it's almost here, you guys. And then when it comes to our daily routine, man, am I ready to get back into it. I feel like this is where I don't want to say struggling because that puts such a negative connotation on it, but like I haven't quite found. I've been finding, sorry, I'm trying to think of how to word this because February I was doing really well and then I got sick. So like, you're not going to go to the gym when you're sick. You're not going to like, and that was like 2 weeks. Like I'm still at the end of it. And so that always throws such a wrench in your plans. And I was really frustrated at first because I was like, wow, this is really getting in the way of certain parts of my day. I was just feeling a little bleh, but I decided that we had to shift that perspective because you sometimes are not going to be on your best. You're not going to be feeling 100%, and that is okay. You have to prioritize during those times what it is that truly you need to do, because you can't just stop working. Like you have to keep the work up, but maybe it's okay. Your fitness is going to slack off a little bit. That's okay. Like being a little more flexible is really important when it comes to your routine and your mindset. Not for everything, I will say. There are certain parts where I was like, okay, nope, focus on this. Like, we have to get this done. Doesn't matter how we're feeling. This needs to be done. And so I was really proud of myself for being able to step up in that way. And so talking it through, I'm realizing, you know what? We're all good. We don't have to dwell on what went wrong. Let's just shift into a new month with the right attitude of, I got this. Let's start fresh. So for a daily routine tracker, I am going to have it be, now that the weather's good, we can get back into our morning walks outside. I miss those so much, but it was just too cold. So morning walk. Morning walk, what is it that I'm really trying to focus on? Create. I'm trying to think if there's a way I could align my daily routine with my goal of creating. I'm afraid if I put in, I don't know. I think I want to stick with really the morning walk. I want to read on a daily basis. And I want to have, what is a good third one for daily routine in terms of, I'm trying to think of where I'm at now and what habits I want to adjust. Morning walk, read. And we're going to do checklist completion. So every day we'll have our checklist, and I want to make sure completion. I want to make sure that we are really, hey Britt, no spend days. Ooh, that's a good one too. Ooh, that's also a really good one. I love that. No spend days, huge. That's actually another really great option that you could do, especially when you want to level up that budget option. So you'll have your budget here, but if you want to take it that one step further, you could actually do that for like a no spend day. You could also, with the fitness tracker, add in how much you're spending each day and track that. That way you still get to track something every day, even if you do end up having to spend money one day, but you want to track how much it was. So you could do a range. I think that's a fabulous idea as well. And then for our mood tracker, I want to do the icons again, coming back to that idea of how could we be extra consistent with our planner? How can we use this in a way that's going to be easy for us to come back to on a daily basis and check off? So for happy, let's go with a smiley face. I feel like that's a good one. Productive, let's do a circle. For content, let's just do a horizontal line. For tired, we'll do a Z. For anxious, I was going to do I like this symbol, the spiral for anxious. It's usually a good go-to because it's like it represents your mind on those days. And then sad, I was going to do a teardrop, but I don't want it to be confused with the circle. So let's just do it as a teardrop, not colored in. And then you'll have your March budget and your favorite moments. And that is really all you can set up in the beginning until tomorrow, which I can't believe is tomorrow. How is tomorrow, March 1st? I don't know. I'm excited about it. I'm excited for the spring air. Okay. And that's really what you do with the accountability trackers in terms of getting prepped for the month ahead, setting yourself up for success, coming back to this, okay, let's create this month. Let's listen to some podcasts to help grow. Let's read some different types of books. And we're going to add in one 4-leaf clover up here because you can't have the word create and then not have a doodle. That just feels wrong. Hey, Yolanda. Thank you. And then we'll color that one in again. And then what I'm going to do down here is I'm going to take this green and I'm just going to go over the little frames. I like having these little Polaroids. They're just a cute way to add a little extra to your favorite moments. Highlight some extra. I love a favorite moments tracker. I love a good memory. And it's kind of like a mini journal. Someone had a great idea on here. They once a week, at the end of the week, they come in and they write one top moment from that week. So at the end of the month, you have one for every single week. And I loved that idea. Such a good one I've been implementing on my own. So it's different tidbits like that that really help you to experience your implementing on my own. So it's different tidbits like that that really help you to experience your month more, be more present, and capture all the highlights. Okay? So then what I like to do is I like to dive into our monthlies together. Now, I am going to start just by adding the birthday. I always like to make sure I do that. So for this, we're just going to grab a Stabilo green pen. We're going to make sure So this will be the birthday color. Actually, no, we're going to make this green one a birthday color because I want this to be for more than just one, and I only have one birthday going on. So we're going to write Haley's birthday right in here. Can you see that okay? Not my favorite color, but we're just going to, that's why I'm glad we used it for just one. But we're then going to just, there we go. Okay. Next, I want to start with the goal planning. So we're going to take the green pen again, and we're going to write in career. With a black Sharpie. I also love the empowering phrase for this month. It's confidence is a quiet inner knowledge that you're capable. Confidence is a quiet inner knowledge that you're capable. I love that because confidence truly has to come from within, and we have to believe in ourselves, and we have to be the ones to tell ourselves, I am capable, I am strong, and you know what? I can do this. I don't have to prove it to anyone else. I can believe in myself wholeheartedly. So our umbrella goals, we're going to pull from our career pathway. And so for this, it's going to be feel more or create more freely. I'm not quite sure if room-wise how I want to do this, so let's just take create more. I think freely is the word I want to use because it's the hardest part about creating. It's, hey, glistening. Oh, I love your name, Glistening Within. Create more freely because you have to really stop letting other things limit you. How are you? And I love, oh my gosh, I love the idea of, I love the word glisten. Wait, that's oh my gosh. That's a good one. I like that. I got distracted. Oh, you're doing great. I love that. I'm also doing well. Excited it's Friday. Oh, I forgot. Oh. Let me see. Create more freely, and then for the monthly action item, I want it to be something that I can do this. Okay, so what this is your monthly action item is something that you can do this month that helps you get one step closer to this long-term goal. And so what is it that I really want to accomplish out of this creating more freely? Well, I really want to be posting more. I feel like I fell off a little bit just in terms of life and it's no excuse. I'm not going to make excuses, actually, taking it that back. But for monthly action item, let's really tap into post. We're going to be post more. Just post more, like, period. Because less focusing on the aesthetic of it all, just post more. There was a quote yesterday in the Wedding People that I thought was really, I think I marked it, and it like resonated so much. Did I mark it? I hope I did. Yeah, so it was just a quick detour here. She was, how much of her life had she spent in this moment, waiting for someone else to decide something conclusive about her? That was her problem, she knew. But Bob said, you think too much. And it genuinely surprised her. Wasn't that a good thing? And I just resonate with that a lot because it's like you can be in your head about so many different things and about thinking so much. But are we really thinking about the right things? Are we really honing in on our thoughts and being intentional with them? sometimes no. And so tapping into that, understanding, okay, this is my thought process. How can I think more without it in a way that it's going to help push me towards my goals? And so that little quote just stood out to me and aligns actually really well with our thought process for this month's quote for this month's goal. Oh, thanks, Glisten, for the follow. And then we're going to tap into our gratitude. So gratitude is the quickest way to raise your vibes. And this month, I am feeling extra grateful for my family, the Define community on TikTok. But I'm just going to write the Define community in general because it doesn't matter where you're coming from. Like, I'm just so grateful. And the other thing I'm really grateful for is spring because I am so over winter. I'm ready for some life again. And then for an inspirational word this month, I'm trying to come up with, inspiration. I'm just going to search inspirational words about creating. That's how creativity doesn't wait for the perfect moment. That's it. Because so many times we are really just focusing on how can I capture this perfect moment? How can I make this extra special? But you know what? It's in those little moments that are just the everyday things, and that's where we learn, and that's where we grow, and that's where we really are going to be our most authentic selves and can create freely. So I like creativity. And when I clicked on it, it actually is a little longer of one. It says fully, creativity doesn't wait for that perfect moment. It fashions its own perfect moments out of ordinary ones. By Bruce Garabrandt. I don't know who that is, but I really like the first part of that. So we're just going to keep that first part, even though I think the whole sentence is great. Creativity doesn't wait. Let me actually write it just so I can make sure that I can fit it all. So creativity doesn't wait for the perfect moment. Okay. Okay. Perfect. And then we're going to go to people to contact. So, I'm trying to think if I have anyone I really need to get in touch with this month. I feel like February was my big, errand months. Hey, Stanley, 2 months in. Yes, 2 out of 12, you guys. January, we're almost 3 months in. It's almost about to be 3. Isn't that crazy? That's like a fourth of the month, of the year, I mean. Places to visit. So I'm going to leave people to contact blank for the moment. Oh, thank you. For places to visit, I'm checking out Stowe, Vermont. So that'll be really cool. And then important tasks will be let's see, there's that. There's also let me think. What other important tasks do we have going on? let's see. Spring. I'm trying to decide, do I really have important tasks? I feel like, guys, February was such a big month that it's like, now I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. Time to oh my gosh, spring cleaning. No, yeah, you're not wrong. Ugh, so annoying. Why'd you have to bring that up, Stanley? Spring cleaning is so true. Oh, that is actually a good reminder. There's a painting I wanted to make and I wanted to see or find. And also I need a coffee table, which is surprisingly hard to find. The right coffee table. Like, it's so hard. But those are some good ones. For concepts to learn, I really want to. I also need to hold. I really want to. I also need to hold on. Adjust a setting. For concepts to learn, I have wanted to try getting into astrology more. I know we talked about that a little bit ago. I don't think that this is going to be the month. This month, I really want to tap into that creation process. And you guys, I have a new goal. I am finishing my Diamond Art Kit in March. I don't want to have to do it anymore. I want to be able to finish it, and I want to see how we can do that. So, important task, it's also going to be finish Diamond Art Kit. For concepts to learn, I'm trying to think about how we can do this. For concepts to learn, because there's so much in terms of creating that I really want to tap into. So we're going to do with that one first. Amazing. I can't believe it's actually kind of nice. I don't really have anyone I need to get in touch with, which is a good sign. I should not have highlighted people to contact, but that's okay. There will be someone. And then we're going to do, for these ones, hey, Cara, thank you for the follow. We're going to do a little gray for the goals. Okay. So then, I need to see, maybe I'm going up Thursday night. I should probably know that, shouldn't I? But now I'm confused. I think I got my dates mixed up here. Okay, so I guess it's then that I'm away. Right? Because if I were to stay, yeah. So this will be a little... I'm really excited about this, actually. I have to triple check that that's right, but I believe it is. Okay. And then what else is going on in March? March is always a weird month. I don't know if you guys feel that way. I'm like, I don't know. It just doesn't like fit in my head. I don't know why that is. Probably because it's that awkward like in between month of like it's kind of nice out. It starts to get a little nicer out, but there's still snow. Book club, which is always my favorite. Britt, when is your birthday? I really don't like this green. I'm going over it. I need to add in your birthday. March 29th. Oh my gosh, that's so many. March 29th is at Britt birthday. Yes, I love it. We're going to go back and add that to the tray. Some months I feel, it's so funny. I feel like lately with families, I've noticed like For some reason, all the birthdays are at the same time. There's some trend with that. Hey, Bella. So we're going to let's do a little balloon. I'm going to add in a really cute gnome over here. And then happy Friday. How are you? Woo, we are kicking off the weekend right, you guys. And then we're going to grab this green and we're going to go like that. And then, okay. Amazing. And then I wanted to add, let me pull up the gnome again. Okay. This is like the cutest gnome ever. I'm going to start it off in pencil though, just for safety. So let's grab that pencil and the eraser. Hey, Jennifer. And so, okay. I love a good little gnome, but this one's going to be like a green St. Patrick's Day gnome, so we're actually going to do it over here. And so let's start off with the little nose. I don't know what it is. I just love a gnome. I think they're so cute. This will be a little hat. And then we're going to have this go just like that. Yes, me too, Britt. Oh my gosh, I love that. They're just so cute. They bring such good energy. Oh my gosh. I should look into the history of gnomes. I actually don't know too much about that. That would be another good concept to learn. The history of gnomes. His hand's going to go right here. So we're going to... Oh, hold on. Actually, yeah. His hand's going to go here. It's going to go like that. And then we're going to have his little beard go like this. And then he'll have another arm coming out over here, of course. And then this one is going to hold a balloon. That's a heart. And it's going to be a green heart. Like that. And then his little arm is going to come right there. Okay, this is going to be cute. And then I'm going to add lines, but the lines I don't need to do in pencil. Then we're going to outline it with the black Sharpie pen. And then let me do the heart next. Like the balloon. I wanted to add in one more. Great. And then that'll be his sleeve. Amazing. And then I wanted to adjust this a little bit. Just like that. Okay. And then we're going to do the boots down here. And then we're going to actually erase. So that way we can see where we're at. I know I need to do the lines on the boots, but I didn't want to trace those lines. I'm such an aggressive eraser. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to go, because I wanted it to kind of, yeah, just like that. And then we're going to take, this will be his beard. And so I'm trying to decide, yeah. Okay, so we're going to go like this. Amazing. And then we will color it in. Oh, yes. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm actually going to color in. And then there's like these little lines that I want to do just to give it a little more shading. Quote unquote shading. So we're going to add those in once it's all dry. Because I find it easier to go over a highlighter with just like the Sharpie like such rather than having to do over all these little lines. I just think that that's better. And so for this, if I can grab it, I wanted to do the Staedtler green pen for this part, for the balloon right here. Now notice, when I flip this back over, you can't, like, where did I do it? I don't know. Well, I know I did it here, but you can't even see it. That's so nice. That's clutch. Okay, and then I also wanted his shoes to be this color. Hey, Alicia. The top part, we're going to do a little white. We're going to leave that little circle to be white just to give it a little glare. He has really shiny shoes. And then we'll do a lighter green on the bottom. Okay. And then I'm a little, This is supposed to be a sleeve. I think we're just going to do this color for that too. Thank you for the follow. Let's have this go. That'll be the green. And then this will also be the green. And then perfect. The hat I just wanted to do in a mild liner because that'll be easier to color it in with. And then I also am going to add a little heart to the end of his hat. And we'll color that in, I think this green. Yeah. And then we're going to take a gray for the beard. And instead of coloring it fully gray, we're just going to do little like this. Just to give it. And then his nose. We're just going to do it this little peachy color. It's okay. That's more orange than I thought. Huh. That's not the color I thought it was going to be. That's okay. He's just a little burnt. You know, he spent way too much time in the sun. Or you got a bad spray tan. Whichever version is going to work for you. Okay. Hey, Ray. Yeah, absolutely. So what you'll find is this is going to start in the beginning of the planner, you're actually going to have a goal planning system, which is such an amazing way to do some self-reflection, do journaling prompts. And before every month, you'll have these accountability trackers. And this is going to have that word of the month, birthdays, books to read, movies and TV shows to watch. Oh, and also, yes, this is a weekly planner also. There's podcasts, fitness, water, daily routine, mood, budgeting, and favorite moments. And then this is that monthly that we are working on, which has gratitude, inspirational words, people to contact, places to visit, reminders, important tasks, and concepts to learn, with space for your goal breakdown. Holidays, full moons are all included. This is a Sunday start. And then you'll get to your weeklies for that month. And this is going to include, I love this layout. This is set up how at least my brain thinks. It's every day has morning, afternoon, and evening blocks. That's huge. It makes the day easier to organize without having too much micromanaging. There's also that goal breakdown space again to carry over and break them down into smaller action items. You'll get a quote every week. You'll get a positive affirmation box, a to-do list, a projects box, work reminders, personal reminders, and meal planning. There's a next week's box as well. And then at the end of every month, you'll also get your monthly reflection. So some more time to sit with yourself and see, okay, what went well this month? How am I doing with my goals? What changes do I want to make next month? In the back, there is an interior back pocket and also note pages. So Ray, that is just a little flip through of our Define Planner. We are a small woman-owned business, and we are truly creating products designed to help you navigate each day with purpose. Absolutely. Every Monday here on TikTok Live too at 11 a.m. Eastern, I do our weekly plan with me. So for instance, this was last week that we set up together. We do a lot here to really build this Define community up, from our book club every month to our planning sessions, to craft nights, so much here. And so if there's any other questions you may have too, don't hesitate to ask. That's what I'm here for. We have such a good deal going on right now in these planners too. I'm so going to have to do a gnome theme one week. You know it's going to happen. Thanks, Romaine. And then... And then let's go like this. We're going to go, woo. And we're going to add in, hey, Josie. And what I've realized as I've been drawing like some 4-leaf clovers or shamrocks, whatever, it's basically just like hearts connected, if that helps you at all. I found that really helped me. Simplifies it a little bit, makes it easier to just quickly doodle them. You're just going to go, if you want it to be like the 3, you're just going to draw 3 hearts like that with the line. If you want it to be the 4, you're going to go a little bit more like that. Hey, Kay. Okay. What day? Okay, so this is, ooh, skiing. I'm also going skiing tomorrow. Oh my gosh. We have to wake up so early. Actually, yeah, I have to wake up like 5:30. I'm like, oh, what did I sign myself up for? No, it'll be fun. Okay. And then, I should probably actually write the word skiing. And then what I like to also do is add in like presentations, any big work things, and I do those in red. So for that, I'm going to grab my red Pilot G2 pen, and that just helps it. So when you look at this, you see, okay, green is a little more fun, whereas red is urgency. It creates that sense of deadline. And so for this, we're going to do the red Pilot G2 pen. And then we're going to go, I know what the one other people to contact is. I knew there was going to be someone. There's always someone you have to get in touch with. I'm trying to think if there's really any other plans. I don't have too much else going on in February, but that's pretty big. It's already like half the month. I know I had one more thing. I am getting together with some of my friends that I haven't seen in a little bit here. And so I'm going to write this as Girls' Day. Amazing. And then what I also like to do is just add some extra doodles, some fun things. So we're going to take, I'm thinking this green pen would be good. And we're going to add in some more. I'm loving these 4-leaf or shamrocks, whatever the technical word we're going to call it. So yeah, we're just going to add some more St. Patrick's Day stuff going on in here. And right now I'm using a Zebra Click Art pen. And so again, you'll see I'm making those hearts. This one we're going to do with the 4, and then the leaf will come out that way. So just like this. Simple as that. And we're just going to keep doing that. We'll change up the colors. I'm actually going to go through it now and just do the black first. I find that that'll be a little easier. And I don't want them to be just like identical. So some will have 3 and some will have 4. Just like that. And then we'll do like a little rainbow over here to represent that pot of gold. But we'll just do this one relatively quickly. Okay. Anyone have anything fun going on in March? And then that'll go there. And then I'm going to take this one. I liked this green a little more than the Staedtler one. And we're just going to color in some, this one, and then we'll go and do some of those. So we'll do this one and then this one, and then it'll be 3 and 3. And then again, grabbing that click art. This is just one way I like to express myself in my planner and have a little more fun with it, make it pop, and it really makes you want to be more consistent with it because I love looking through at the end results. And it's just like a fun time, honestly. It's a good excuse to sit with your planner and get ready for the next month. That's how I always look at it. I was just trying to pull up one little doodle here that I just wanted to make sure I did correctly. Here we go. Okay, so now we're going to do, thanks WLC. Now we're just going to add in, because I forgot one thing I also have going on. And then, cool, great. Now we're just going to add in some more doodles. Oh, thank you for the rose. We're going to do, let's do a little St. Patrick's hat over here. And so we'll do a little band, and this will be, you know, that yellow hat that feels iconic. And then we'll do a little rainbow and a pot of gold. And a horseshoe, actually. So first we're going to do the horseshoe. And this will be yellow. Also, a lot of yellow when it comes to this. And then I'll do a little rainbow over here as well. And so I'm not going to do the black. I'm first just going to take, I think we're going to do highlighters here. So it'll go red first. Roy G. Biv. Red. Where'd I go? Oh no, that was supposed to be green. Oh, that's upsetting. Can I go over it with green? We're just gonna go, we're just gonna, works for me. And then this will be our, oh, pink in there. Great, that's fine. I wanted to be like, they could slide down it. That one's probably a little more in my head than I realized, but I like it. I just wanted to add some little color here, you know? And then we're gonna take, we'll do this green for the hat. And we'll take a yellow again. And it'll look like that. And then for the horseshoe, we're gonna do, let's Let's just do like a lighter brown. And then I wanted to do another horseshoe just because that did not come out the way I intended it to. Thanks, Frothy. I wanted the horseshoe to be a little like this. There we go. Perfect. And let's make this one, I want it to be this yellow I'm looking for. We're gonna do this gold, this horseshoe. Sorry, I can't grab it. This yellow. Okay. And then, oh, I forgot some like personal plans going on too that I wanted to add because it's important that we add it all. And then amazing. Okay. Was this the color I was just using? Yeah, okay. And then we're gonna add in some more little artwork here. I'm just trying to decide. Let's do, you can never have enough 4-leaf clovers, I think. And then we're gonna go look at the Irish. Or make your own magic. Or neither. Let's do make your own luck. How's that? Okay. And then we're gonna add in, let's start by coloring in just some of those as well. So we're gonna grab this green right here. And we're just gonna color in those. And then we'll go over after and add in just like the little lines here too. But I wanna make sure we color these in first. Amazing. And then this one, we're also just gonna color in this color. And then I wanna go over this with a little green. So not all of it. If you want it to look like shadows, I recommend doing it every time there's like a downstroke. I am actually just going to go over it all with the green. Good morning, Josie. How are you? Happy Friday. Where did I just put? Oh. Oh man. Happy Friday. I love it. And then we're just gonna add in these little things. Okay. Oh no. We were Stanley earlier, I was like, oh, like what is our important task for this month? And he goes, spring cleaning. And I was like, no. But yes, also. Oh my gosh, you're ahead of it. I support you. Spring cleaning's always, it's like a bittersweet. You know, it's nice to get things cleaned up, get things out of the house, get things just put away. But it's just like draining at the same time. But it's like, it's a must. It's necessary. Oh, I need a bow. I'm gonna do a little bow right here. What are you tackling first? We're going to color this in green also. But we're going to do it like this green instead. Mix it up. And then we're going to go like this. Amazing. And that is honestly how I go about setting up my monthly spread and our accountability trackers, of course. I like the mix of doodles with also having that practicality factor because those two go hand in hand. It's like you got to make it fun. You got to enjoy the process, but you also need to make sure that it's going to help you get ready for the month ahead. So thank you guys for joining me for this amazing Friday morning planning session. Always an amazing time to get connected with ourselves, with you guys, and really get ready for this next month because it starts tomorrow and this is the time. So I just want to thank you all for joining me once again. I will be back on here Monday morning for our weekly Plan With Me session, which is such a highlight of the week. So such a good way to kick it off. So 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday morning. Let's do it, you guys. I will see you all then. Bye, everyone.